Good morning, student. Now you can see the name of your institute, which is called as Clear Concept, and it caters the need for the arts student. And you can see the various subjects which is taught, that is history, political science, geography, economics, sociology, psychology, and English. We have two batches running, that is in the morning and in the evening. And the teachers present in the clear concept tries to clear the concept of the student. So now I'm going to start with a new chapter, that is from history. Myself, Bhanu Prasad, and I'm your teacher of history and political science. Now I'm going to teach a new chapter, that is called Harappan civilization. Now this civilization is also known as Indus Valley civilization. Now we must have heard the name of this river Indus. And in the world, the entire civilization which had been found, it is close to the river valley. Now what was the reason that they happened to settle themselves as close to the river valley? So since close to the river valley, we find the water present there. Due to that water, the near land was very fertile, which helped them to grow or do agriculture, to catch fishes, and any animals that came to drink water, they can be easily hunted. And earlier what happened, they had to go from one place to another place for hunting, which used to be dangerous also. And beside that, they can also do trade from the water, because we are going to see a lot of things taking place in the Harappa. Now, related with Harappa civilization, we do not have any written records, because it is very easy to understand any civilization or any dynasty if we have written records. But the biggest question arises, how to understand that kind of civilization where there is no written records. So in such a case, we took the help of archaeologists. Now this archaeologist, they dig the ground, they take out all those objects which is buried deep inside the earth, which is called as archaeological evidences. Now there are many archaeological evidences which has been found. Those are houses, pots, ornaments, tools, and seals. Now where Harappan civilization is concerned, they have distinctive artifact. Artifact means old objects, and these seals were made by a special stone called steatite. Now after this, the archaeologists have given their own interpretations. Now they have talked about the culture. Now the term culture, it is mean that a particular objects, it may be seals, it may be beads, weights, stone, blades, bricks, houses. Now all these things, they had similarity, and it was found in Afghanistan, Jammu, Baluchistan, at present it is in Pakistan, and in Gujarat. Now this civilization took place between 2600 circa that is approximate. Now they have divided this civilization into two parts: early Harappan civilization and mature. Mature means that civilization which came after this. Now, over here, we will see that the Harappan civilization, they had certain thing which was very common. Wherever this culture was present, that is Balochistan, Afghanistan, Gujarat, and all this thing. Now, they did agriculture. Some group of people were involved in pastoralism, and they had craft of doing pottery, and they did some other crafts. They lived in small settlement. They never had big houses. So after this, we are going to study about that how they survived, which is called as subsistence strategy. Now in subsistence strategy, we find that in order to survive, the people of the Harappan civilization, they had the knowledge of agriculture, because we happen to find variety of crops grown such as wheat, barley, lentil, chickpea, sesame, and millet. And rice was grown very less, because these areas receive less rainfall, whereas rice takes or needs lot of rainfall. Now we have come to know about agriculture and variety of crops with the help of botanists. They are called as botanist archaeologist. Now by seeing the burnt grains, the left grains, these scientists, that is botanist scientists, have come to know that the people of the Harappan civilization had the knowledge of agriculture, and they grew variety of crops. After this, we also come to know that they had the knowledge of variety of animals. At present, the animals that we have, same kind of animals were present during that time. They were cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo, pigs. And all these things we have come to know from the zoologist, archaeologist. Now, these scientists, by seeing the bones, they can declare that this means this bone belongs to which animal. Above all, they have mentioned about dangerous animal or wild animals such as gharial, boar. Then they have talked about fish, then eating chicken. The next topic that we are going to talk about, that these group of people did agriculture. Now, to do agriculture, what kind of technologies they happen to use? Now, the archaeologists happen to find terracotta sculptures. Now, terracotta sculpture means in a mud, some images or figure is made, then they are burnt or left in the sun to dry. So in the terracotta sculpture, they happen to find bull and oxen. Then in the same terracotta sculpture, they happen to find plow. So by these two things, we can indicate that these were used in agriculture, because at present also in the villages you must have seen that bull or oxen and plow is used in agriculture. After that, once the crop is grown, you have to cut the crops. For cutting the crops, they had blades with wooden handle. Even they also found this thing. Now, earlier I had mentioned the places where this civilization was found. During monsoon time, they receive less rainfall. But this group of people did agriculture. So, in order to save the rainwater, which is called as water harvesting, for this they happen to dig canals, wells, and reservoirs. They happen to find such things in Afghanistan, in Punjab, or Sindh. So, whether we see that this civilization had a system of irrigation facilities so that the water can supplied from the wells, canals, reservoir means small dam to the agricultural area so that they can do the agriculture. Thank you, student.